Satnam. This video is a very short demonstration on how to breathe. It may sound crazy that I'm explaining how to breathe because after all, you've been doing it your entire life and you're doing just fine. However, when it comes to a yogic breath or a freediving breath, there is a very specific sequence that we need to follow using different muscle groups than we're used to using on a day-by-day basis. As a freediver, you may be aware that we breathe in 3 parts. So focusing first on the belly, then the chest, and then the shoulders. And as we exhale, the shoulders, the chest, and the belly. In yoga, we tend not to use the shoulders because this creates tension. So in yoga, we tend to have a 2-part breath, focusing on the belly and the chest only. And it is these 2 parts, the belly and the chest, which people often get wrong. I've had people come to me and ask why at the end of an inhale, they still feel like they're not full, that they don't have enough air. And this causes anxiety when freediving. The fact that you fear that you don't have enough air to take down with you for your dive. And there's a very specific reason why people instinctively feel this, because they are lacking part of that sequence in their inhale to ensure that they do have enough air. They are correct that they are actually missing that last little bit that they could be filling up on the inhale. So how do we change from what we think is a full inhale to what is really a full inhale? So as I mentioned, you inhale and the first thing you do is you expand your belly. Then your focus moves up to your chest and you're expanding your chest, and finally you breathe into the top of your lungs underneath your shoulders. But the element that is missing is the transition from breathing into the belly to breathing into the chest. So if you feel that you don't have enough air on your inhale, but you are expanding the belly and you are expanding the chest and you are breathing into your shoulders, what you need to look at is after the belly has expanded and you have the feeling that the air is coming up and you want to expand the chest, is that rather than leaving the belly expanded and relaxed, you actually lightly contract your abdominal muscles, pulling in slightly. So you're putting pressure on the diaphragm from below, and this enables you to expand the lungs further. So we need to remember that there is a difference between yogic deep breathing and freediving deep breathing, other than just the shoulders. When we breathe in yoga, unless it's directed otherwise, we always breathe through the nose. The nose filters the air, warms the air before it comes into our body, and moistens the air. And it's very important that you remember to breathe through your nose when you practice yoga. However, when we breathe through the nose, we have less control over the flow of the air because we have no muscles in our nose, our nostrils, and our sinuses. So in order to control the flow of the breath through the nose, we use the throat. You slightly constrict the muscles of your throat. Imagine it becomes like a very narrow straw. And this enables you to control the flow of the breath. And you will feel that you get more muscular control in the belly, the diaphragm, the intercostal muscles when you use this technique. It's a specific yogic breath called Ujjayi breath, and you can learn more about it in the how-to series after this one. Of course, when we freedive, it's not possible for us to breathe through our nose because we're wearing a mask or a nose clip, so we breathe through the mouth. And the mouth, of course, has much more muscular control over how we regulate the flow of the air. Some people prefer to breathe in a relaxed way with an open mouth. Others prefer to tighten the mouth, control the flow of the air. I prefer to do the latter. I find that this helps me to get a much bigger inhale when I'm controlling the flow of the air, because it enables me to engage the muscles of the belly, the chest, the diaphragm, the upper back. We're going to practice both yogic breathing and freediving breathing. So we're going to start with the yogic breath, breathing through the nose. Remember, it's just the belly and the chest on the inhale and the chest and the belly on the exhale. Make sure you're sitting comfortably, hands either on your knees or resting in your lap. We're going to do just 2 cycles of breath to relax ourselves, and then we're going to do 3 complete cycles of a full yogic breath. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale to begin. Excellent. So if you find that you're struggling with this and it feels a little bit awkward for you, do spend some time practicing. We're going to go on now to the freediving breath. So it's in 3 parts and we're breathing through the mouth. It's the same principle. So inhaling the belly as the chest expands, pulling the belly in, and then finally topping up into the shoulders. Then exhaling, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the chest, compressing the belly to go all the way to the bottom of your exhale. You can play around with the size and the shape of your mouth to feel how it changes the control that you have in all the muscles that control your breathing. Find what works for you. So we're going to do 2 breaths just to relax ourselves, and then we're going to do 3 complete rounds of a full, complete freediving breath cycle. So breathing through your mouth. And exhale to begin. Again, practice this until it really feels second nature, so that your mind can relax while you're breathing and you're not having to concentrate so hard. Conscious deep breathing has benefits far, far beyond freediving. When you breathe deeply, you're taking in prana, life force energy. You need this just to keep moving, but you also use it for healing and recovery from sickness. It's going to help you to sleep better. It's going to calm your mind, balance your moods, and help in many, many other ways. Awareness is the key to conscious breathing. So if you have something that you do again and again and again every day. So for instance, if you work in an office that has lots of doors, every time you open a door, just pause with your hand on the handle and take a deep breath in before you enter. If your phone rings a lot during the day, before you pick it up and answer it, take a deep breath. Before you take a glass of water, take a deep breath. Just remembering to be aware of your breathing can be hugely transformative. So whether you're using conscious deep breathing to enhance your freediving, or whether you want to improve your yoga practice, the more that you can become aware of your breath and to breathe deeply and consciously throughout the day, the further you're going to experience benefits in all areas of your life. Practice this on a daily basis if you can. And enjoy, breathe. It's the sign that you're alive. Sat Nam.